Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Void Sales. I have never played this game, I picked it up because it looked neat, and I have no frame of reference. I don't have any progress, so good to go. Greetings. You might not know me yet, but I have urgent news. Your father, Leonardo Salvatore, the renowned explorer and scholar, has vanished in his latest expedition. A professional hazard, so to speak. However, if this case is of particular interest to me, seek me in the capital. A ship will be awaiting you at the docks. Until then, the man in yellow. Is that Hestor? It might be Hestor. You stare at the letter again. Leonardo, your father, gone. The letter came unexpectedly, not much time to prepare. You look at your room, reminiscing about your past. Increase my knowledge or my resolve? I'll go with knowledge, I guess. A blissful time. You've toiled relentlessly over manuscripts, gaining every bit of knowledge possible. Knowledge plus 30. Does that mean my total is 60 now, or is it 90? Guess I'll find out. There was one subject which interested you the most, the one which framed your view of the world and shaped your personality. Applied sciences or rhetorics and philosophy? I think that's spelled wrong. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an I, not a Y. I'll go with applied sciences. Mystical visions received from behind the veil have become the main force driving technological advancement. However, venturing too far has proven to be risky. By the time you finished the course, the dorm had become much more spacious. Some of your classmates had to be moved to special rooms with padded walls and floors. Okay, so I think my total was 60 then, so 30 I guess is standard, plus 15 is here. 45, okay. You double-check your luggage, a few sets of clothes, some of your savings. There was a little time to prepare, but you took one particular item. An old book holding a plethora of knowledge. A special set of gloves made to improve one's resolve. While I would, like more knowledge, I think resolve is probably pretty good to have as well. As a just-in-case. Engraved with a unique pattern and enchanted with solar dust, these gloves will serve you well. No more time to waste. As the dawn breaks and the sky clears, you close the door and head for the docks, searching for the ship. As you make your way, a young man with bright red hair suddenly approaches you. Sean O'Brien. Ah, Captain, found you. Morning, my name is Sean O'Brien. I'll be your first mate. Ready to take command and set sail? He gives you a wide smile, displaying a set of straight teeth. Sean looks pleased to meet you and is eager to set sail. Surprise, you thought he would be commanding the ship, or of course I'm ready. Yeah, sure, I'm ready. Let's do this. That's the spirit. As usual, the man in yellow knows whom to have aboard. And just look at the ship he got us. He points to the ship behind him, peacefully rocking at the pier. Its engines humming, ready to take off at a moment's notice. Chest of knowledge. Thank you. Might not have any artifacts. Okay, so perform a test. Yeah, you need to roll a number. That number is compared to the value of your attribute, shown in the middle of the dial. If the number rolled is equal or less, you have succeeded. The higher your attributes are, the greater your chance to succeed. Okay, so kind of standard issue Call of Cthulhu stuff. Alright. I have succeeded. I imagine I'm supposed to succeed. Lightweight. Oh. Succeeding at thing improves my score. Okay, sweet. A light brig equipped with a solar core. The sail's fabric accumulates energy and directs it to a powerful engine. Excess energy is stored and redistributed to light accelerators and an absorption field. In combination with engraved hardwood, which allows for 0 buoyancy. That's bad. You want buoyancy. It creates an agile ship capable of navigating between the stars. Yeah, you want buoyancy. If you don't have buoyancy, you're just gonna sink like a damn rock. Oh, journey begins. Take command of your ship. Sean diverts his attention to the crew's preparations. As the ship soars high above the clouds, you leave the port behind. Several days later, you arrive at Cloudshire. Or Cloudshire. I don't know. It's British. A lush agricultural region and the first stop on your way before reaching the capital. You must acquire a travel permit from the nearby castle. It will allow you to safely navigate through the new world. Oh, look how cool my ship is. That's cool. Oh, I guess it's a toggle, not a... Whee! This is giving me major Treasure Planet vibes.
All right, Captain. It's time for you to take the helm. Oh, I see you've already managed to make the ship move. Perfect start, eh? Just remember, it's a starfaring ship, not some flimsy tiny boat. Let's try something different. See those floating crates around the islands? Aim our cannons and show them what you got.
I do like the ship design. I've always kind of liked like the, you know, standard issue sort of 17th century pirate ship look. Kind of like how Treasure Planet does it.
Aye, good. See, told it was easy. There's more to commanding the ship, but I'll show you when the time comes. For now, let's just keep the course. If you find something of interest you'd like to explore, feel free to do so. Just sail next to a pier and disembark. The boys and I'll stay on the ship conducting repairs.
I really hope I can make it go faster than this. This is quite slow. But I do like the look of it. It's very pretty. Ah. Abandoned church. You stand outside a church, its doors wide open. The church bell rings solemnly under the mild wind. The place doesn't look particularly old, though abandoned. It must have been built in the last few decades. Take a look. Better to have checked and had nothing be there. Inside, though, it looks much more damaged. A strange overgrowth covers the walls, with thick, dark roots creating a mosaic pattern. They seem to cover most of the church, except for a golden mask placed at an otherwise barren altar. The stone around it is slightly charred. The mask's empty sockets watch you closely as you make your next move. Let's take a look at it first. I've succeeded. The golden mask is the symbol of the Empire. These masks are replicas. They represent the one carried by the masked prophet, conveying his presence in the all-seeing light. Frequently used by the Inquisition, these masks are resistant to corruption from the void. The corruption of the void. As you finish the inspection, a sudden burst of wind slams the doors shut. The roots rustle around you. Faint light can be seen coming from the mask's surface. Perhaps it's just a reflection? I want to take it, but I have a very little chance of getting it. Oh, it's got 3 uses. Oh, that's limp. But let's do it anyways. Ah, shit. Probably supposed to sail that. You grab the mask and pull, it's set firmly in the stone, but eventually starts to give way. When finally removed, it suddenly emits a sharp and painful light. It blinds you. Involuntarily, you drop the mask and shield your eyes. It falls on the floor and cracks. Visit the academy to learn the artifact's power. Mask is damaged beyond repair, although there might be still be some although there might still be some power left in it. I cannot read for the life of me. How do I close this? I'm probably supposed to do that. There you go. Keep moving.
Time to use some of that sweet solar energy our ship's sails accumulate. Send the engine core to overdrive.
Okay, so that doesn't actually do it.
Ship will faster and more responsive to your commands.
Okay, so it does recharge. Good. I wish I could zoom out slightly and just get like a slightly better view.
Ah, Cloudshire. Warm sun, fertile fields. Too bad we can't stay here for too long.
Ooh, mine.
Which reminds me, we must get a travel permit to continue past this point. There's the castle of St. Isidore in this region. If you ask nicely, I'm sure they can issue us the permit.
I want to get those. There we go. Money. Who doesn't love some good old money? Turn that down a little bit. I do like the look of this game. It is very pretty. Designs are a little simplistic, but it is very pretty. A stolen ring. You dock your ship and head towards the village square. As you continue deeper, you spot the town hall. Even from the outside, you can hear agitated shouts. You push open the heavy door of the town hall. Inside is a massive crowd of people. Looks like the whole village is gathered here. In the middle, this is a stage where a big, burly man can be seen. His face is red with anger, and his wheat-colored hair is drenched in sweat. He shouts at an elderly woman, somewhat shielded by a young boy in front of her. Let's see what I can figure out from here. Nope. You ask, but no one seems eager to talk to a stranger. If anything, the people are particularly suspicious of you and wonder what an outsider might have forgotten here. You might have, you approach the stage to get a better look. Okay, apparently failing causes your things to go down. That's annoying. You get closer, trying to get a better look. Suddenly the man spots you in the crowd and directs his violent gaze.
And who might you be? What do you want?
Be polite, I guess.
A captain, you say? From Earth, you say? Don't make me laugh. We haven't had newcomers here since the last sowing season. You're with them, aren't you? Involved in this crime somehow.
He points towards the elderly woman and the young boy. Who the what crime, dude?
What crime, he asks. The most despicable one. The Honorable Frau Bauer and her bastard of a son Rudolph have stolen my golden ring, the one blessed by Lord Inquisitor himself. That's the last straw, I tell you. Just wait until I get the proof. There will no longer be any Browers here.
You can see several strong men standing by the entrance door, all with wheat-colored hair and an angry look. Seeing that you have nothing of value right now, Mr. Miller returns to the Browers. The atmosphere is tense, and the men at the door seem impatient. Perhaps if you find that ring, you might resolve the situation. The mountain cave nearby might be a good place to start. So, over there. Alright. Oh, that's probably the castle over there. Oh shit. Out of juice. Oh, I can upgrade stuff. Sweet. I got 135 coins and 32 storage. Okay. Decrease solar cannon charge cost by 25. Replacement of traditional lubricant minimizes energy loss across the solar cannon's mechanical components. Increase broadside cannons damage by 60%. Standard shot laced with volatile compounds, grammatically increasing destructive power. Increases shield energy capacity by 25%. Additional battery units increase the ship's total energy capacity for extended operation. I'll hang on to it for now, but I guess we got a workshop here. If I could increase my solar charge reserves, that'd be nice.
Easy, easy there, Captain. Careful around the corners. While inside, our sails will accumulate much less energy, so spend it wisely.
Oh, here. Mining caves. You stand inside what seems to be an abandoned mine. The cave walls look unstable, barely supported by old beams. Turned over mining carts and leftover equipment rotting in the dim light. Let's see what's here. Hey! Critical success. You examine the mining equipment more closely, especially the massive drill in the middle of the cave. It looks like a solar dust mining facility. A precious resource used in numerous apparatuses, and most importantly, to power flying ships. When exposed to sunlight, dust disintegrates, emitting vast amounts of energy. However, this vein has been depleted. Judging by its appearance, it has not been visited in a long time. except you can see footprints leading to the drill. At the base of the central drill, you see a narrow hole. Must have been dug out recently. The ground looks fresh compared to the rest of the cave. I want to put my hand in there. You put your hand in. The hole is narrow and not particularly deep. Move your hand around, but whatever was there is no longer. Stand up and shake the dust off. The trail of footprints leads to one of the cave passages before disappearing. Okay, so... am I supposed to go this way? Supposed to blow stuff up? Or are you just telling me, hey, I can do that? I mean, it looks like there's a lot of solar dust still here, if that glowing stuff...
Boys, get the cannons ready. Remember to use the shields to protect the ship.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, shit.
Good job, lads. Don't forget to check the area. I've seen supply crates floating nearby.
Hey, hey, what's that? There we go. That's probably where I'm going next, but this should be my priority for the moment. Fort ruins. At last, as the cannons grow silent and the dust settles, you can see the fort clearly. Several towers, walls patched up with thick planks of wood. A group of small rowing boats can be seen escaping through the narrow tunnels behind the fort. Strange vegetation covers multiple sections of the fort. Dark, twisted roots stretch across the walls. You dock your ship and head through the massive wooden doors. The inner courtyard is complete disarray. Massive plants congregate in the dark corners and multiple empty crates and barrels are scattered around. Most people must have left before your arrival, except for the small garrison encountered during the fight. Something must have forced them away. The plants would be good to know, but it would be nice to have anything of value. Good. Confirmed. You spend some time searching through the crates. Most of them are empty. However, you find some sacks of supplies and a bunch of coins here and there. Some of the crates differ from the rest. Their insides are covered with a thin layer of glitter. It seems the fort inhabitants use them to store solar dust, perhaps extracted from the crystals populating the caves. Hey, 20 extra gold and 10 supplies. Oh, that must have been what the little bags were. As you prepare to leave, something catches your attention. There's a small clearing between the plants. In it lies a golden ring with a delicate carving of the sun. You wonder why it could have been left behind. The ring looks valuable, no reason to leave it here. I'm gonna take it. That's probably the ring the dude's looking for. Ever hidden fort. The deep dark cave. The inside of the ring is a faint inscription. The words Luce Confidimus were subtly carved into the gold. You pocket the ring and head back to the ship.
See those cracked rocks?
Yep, the ones I already blew up. Good to go.
We can clear the path using our cannons.
Oh no, I didn't use the cannons. I used the laser beams. Ugh. Wow, that shield's really an energy hog.
Who do you think they were? The people in the fort, I mean. Plenty of pirates around, but the Empire usually manages to keep them at bay.
It's a good question.
I hope it was someone exciting, like a secret society plotting a revolt against the Inquisition, eh?
That does sound pretty cool.
Cultists, eh? Mining leftover solar dust to perform an evil ritual.
I got cash. I got dosh. Oh, holy crap. Ship's energy capacity by 25%. I will absolutely take that. Let's bump that up. Okay. Oh, energy capacity is definitely up. I really do like this game so far. It's cute. Kind of reminds me of Pirate 101. And yes, I have played that. Yes, I'm a grown adult, and yes, I enjoy playing it. Hey, Mr. Grumpy Pants. I found your gold ring. He seems important, so I definitely don't want to piss him off. You take the ring out and hand it over to Mr. Miller. He snatches it from your fingers and quickly puts it in his pocket. The news of an abandoned fort surprises everyone. Guess there's a couple more spelling errors here. A group of people is seen leaving the town hall to investigate. Abandoned fort, you say? Well, that is unusual, to say the least. And how did it get there? Was it this delinquent who hid it? He points at Rudolph. His eyes widen as he awaits your answer. You don't have any proof, but it may as well be him. I have no proof of his involvement. Eager to help resolve a conflict in the village. Mr. Miller doesn't seem pleased with your response. Well, at least you got my ring back. You have a journey ahead of you. As a form of gratitude, let me give you something. My men will load some supplies onto your ship. He turns over to the Browers. As for you, we will see. Okay. That's one minor crisis averted. Okay, workshop's right there. If there's anything back over that way. There's something here. Man, I wish I had a telescope. That one. Then there's the one over there, which I can just sort of barely see.
When we get to the castle, they will ask questions. Who are you? Where are you going? By the holy light, did you submit the I-94 form? All that bureaucratic nonsense. As annoying as it is, we'd better not start off on the wrong foot. Something tells me the man in yellow won't appreciate it if we stir up unnecessary trouble.
And a merchant. I'm gonna keep this.
Did you get to know him? I've worked with the man several times, but I doubt he would hire a ship to help me out.
I don't know. Maybe I'm integral to his plans to corrupt the world? I don't know. Sweet. There's no name on the ship either. There's the other... The only other parking spot I can see. There we go. I don't think there's anything on the other side of this, but I'm just going to check anyways. No, there's not. Lame. And I do genuinely wish the base speed of this vessel was higher. Alright, I don't actually have to hold down W. Customs office. You approach the castle gates, but there don't seem to be any guards, neither next to the gates nor on top of the walls. Next to the entrance is a small door with the customs office sign. As you enter, you are greeted by a small room filled with measurement and weighting equipment and several tables and chairs, all empty except one. Behind it is a young woman in the imperial officer robe. Lucia de la Torre. Greetings. Welcome to the castle of Saint Isidore. My name is Lucia de la Torre, and I am the Lieutenant Castellan. How may I be of assistance? Gives you a polite smile, awaiting your response. That's not the castle. Oh, kind of curious. Feels strange, doesn't it? On a typical day, hundreds of people would be manning the posts and operating the defense towers, but today is not a typical day. Today is the pilgrimage to the shrine of Saint Isidore, the patron of this castle and the surrounding lands. Doesn't really sound like a great reason to leave everything defenseless. She leans forward a bit and continues in the hushed voice. That's what I told the Lord Inquisitor, but he insisted that this time was special and that the ceremony would require more people and preparations. It shouldn't be a problem. As Lieutenant Castellan, I'm sure I can help you with whatever you might require. However, if it's a travel permit you seek, there is an issue. Of course, the one fucking thing I came here for. Unfortunately, unauthorized travel within the New World is strictly prohibited, based on the truce between the kingdoms of the Empire and the Old Kingdoms. Between the Empire and the Old Kingdoms. I would need you to provide a letter of sponsorship from any notable citizen or patron of the capital. Will this work? That isn't much, but there is an outstanding inquiry from the Academy. Let me check the ledger. Takes your papers and exits the room through the back entrance. A couple of minutes pass. You start to wonder how massive this ledger must be to take so much time when suddenly a loud bell is heard across the castle. Something is happening. You rush back out to your ship.
Steady, lads. Prepare to engage. Remember the drill. Turn. Fire. Repeat. Aim for the sails and the engine pipes. If I see any men cowering, I will throw you overboard myself. head back to the castle. Still a tour with some explaining to do.
Oh, shit. Okay. Pirate, whatever the hell they were, killed. You finally head back to the customs office. The alarm bell finally stops, but the castle is still on high alert. You can see small groups of people sprinting around the castle walls. Soon after, Lucia bursts through the door. Breathing heavily, she looks like she's been running for quite some time. Apologies, Captain. We could not provide any covering fire, but you managed just fine. Good job dispatching those ships. So where were we? What the fuck just happened out there? Honestly, I don't really know. They must be some sort of pirates. However, they knew precisely when the castle was most vulnerable. And their ships were unusual. What do you mean? The ships looked much more well-maintained than usual, not the Rust Bucket's local scam dares to call it. Rust Bucket's local scam dares to call a vessel? Not sure, it might be another type of slang. And their strategy, not a single shot fired upon the castle itself as if they were targeting specifically you. A lot of coincidences. Indeed, the attack's precise timing and the ship's quality don't add up. Must look into it, request Lord Inquisitor to increase the minimally allowed garrison. Nevertheless, I've checked your papers. Usually it won't be enough, but I can't ignore your help in defending the castle. She seems reluctant. Perhaps what she's about to do is violating the established protocols. Her tone suddenly becomes more ceremonial. Considering your help repelling the attack on St. Isidore Castle, I, Lucia de la Torre, Lieutenant Castellan, by my authority, commend you for your valiant defense against the enemy. On the Empire's behalf, I grant you free passage through the New World. Oh, proves test of resolve. Secure official passage. She smiles and hands over your papers. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have an investigation to conduct. If you wish to leave us, head towards the mountain and turn left. There is a lighthouse nearby. Safe travels, Captain. I don't want to look over here. I don't think there's anything to grab, but you never know. So if I head to the mountain and turn left, I'm guessing she meant the big one behind the castle. What? I can't go this way? Limp. Ugh. Come on, if you can have invisible walls, at least make them something. That's just lame. Alright. Well, this seems like a good stopping place for the first episode. It's been 33 minutes, so I might as well. I am enjoying this game so far. It's quite simplistic, but I kind of like that sometimes. Right. There we go. Way to check my inventory. That's you. Hang on. Does not look like there's a way to check my inventory, which is weird. That kind of seems like something important.
Seems like we've done what we came for.
Oh, finish. I'll get to the lighthouse.
What's you say? Lighthouse to the left of the mountain. We can head straight there. We won't be returning, so keep that in mind.
I'll stop by the workshop, see if there's anything else I can afford. I think I got some extra cash. Yeah, I will say it is a little annoying that I can't check my inventory. At least know how much gold I have, so I don't have to worry about it. I have to find some place to park and then take a look, I guess. Seems like a bit of a design flaw. Like hell, they could have just had like a little counter or something right up here. I mean, hey, I can upgrade one last thing. Alright. Does seem a little bit faster. I really hope she meant over here, not like over there. Like, I didn't see a lighthouse over there. I also don't see anything over here. I'm kind of worried. Please, not another invisible wall, just let me go around the mountain. Seems like I can just go all the way around. I think this might be abiding by the rules of inside the cavern, or at least because I'm not in direct sunlight. Yeah, this is... Oh, come the fuck on. Okay, you know what, screw it. I'll call it here just because I don't want to make you guys watch me turn all the way around. But thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. This game seems fun. I definitely wish I could make the damn thing go faster, just because it's really annoying. But I'm enjoying myself so far. And I will see you all in the next one.